Hello everyone, welcome to the December 2013 edition of Thundelarra's V News. This is the fourth in the series and we hope that you find the information useful. I wanted to provide some context around a recent presentation that I gave in Sydney and allow you to understand why we're as excited as we are for where we think we currently have the company set for the new year. Just to go over some of the history, in the past 12 months, the wages bill now is 12.5% what it was in March 2012. We have reduced the board from 6 people down to 3. Full-time staffing levels have come from 20 back in April and March 2012 down to 4 now, with a couple of casual employees for occasional field assistance work and such like. We've reduced our overheads by $4.5 million per annum on a sustainable basis, and we have managed to reduce our committed exploration expenditure from $4.2 million in the year to April 2012 down to just on $1 million now. That 4.2 was underpinned by a total exploration expenditure for that year of $9 million. So as you can see, we are much tighter and more focused on where we need to be. This then leads to what we have coming up, which is in the new year 10 major prospect areas that we think any one of which could deliver the results that we all hope for. I'll just go through those briefly because the really important aspect for Thundelarra moving forwards is the geology and the level of ability from our team to completely reassess new information and refine our models and test them. At Red Boar, since we've now won the 60% in the Supreme Court that we had challenged for over the last year, we have further work we want to do in the new year. We'd like to do some testing at a number of those locations at Red Boar, and we continue to discuss with our partner Bill Richmond the best way forward on that. To the north of Red Boar is our ground at Carrara Well. We have one target that has already been identified as a volcanic vent that we wish to test sometime next year. And further to the west, to the immediate north of the De Grussa deposits, we have some new conceptual models for what could be additional mineralization below a granite overthrust sheet. We need to test this too. So those are 3 of the targets. At Alamba in the Northern Territory, we have a further 5 styles of mineralization. At the north, we have Hat-Trick and Catfish, which are shear-hosted copper-gold mineralization. We need to test those in further detail. Further to the south and at other locations at Alamba, we've identified skarn-style replacement mineralization. Copper, lead, zinc, bit of tungsten, bit of gold. And as I say, at Nipper that has been identified and further test work's happening there. Further south at Tarpon, we have sheeted vein systems of quartz and sulfide with copper potential there. That's another target we need to examine in further detail. Probably one of the most interesting and possibly the biggest results could come out of the Cliff South area, where we have topographic high with a gravity anomaly coincident. And that is indicative of the style of mineralization that's found at Prominent Hill and Olympic Dam for iron ore, copper, gold and uranium style deposits. We've got copper, we've got uranium there, and significant uranium results to date. We wish to try and do a joint drilling program with the NTGS, Northern Territory Geological Survey, next year to test that target at depth. If it were a porphyry containing copper and a bit of gold and uranium, that could be of significant size for the company and would be a really good catalyst for the share price. Also at Alamba, the 5th is the existence of graphite along an 18-kilometre boundary between the Alamba porphyritic granite and the sediments to the west. We continue to test that as and when we encounter further occurrences of graphite. The other 2 targets of major importance to us are over in the East Kimberley at Little Mount Isa, which is part of the Sophie Downs prospect, where we're targeting lead, zinc and silver and copper to some degree, but we've had good zinc results from late last year. And further to the north at Azura or Frank Hill, where we had native copper occurrences. We've completed some recent drilling programs there and are waiting on the results and hope to be able to announce those before Christmas. The final target, of course, is Nalia Basin, which is a uranium play that is too big probably for Thundelarra on a standalone basis. We will continue to look for ways to farm that out in a way that benefits all shareholders. Thank you.